Stonk Insights, Stock Crypto Analysis Discovery. I don't want to make this video too long, but we're going to be talking about the Cronos Chain, and we're talking about some of the moves I'm making on the Cronos Chain. We're going to be talking about algorithmic stablecoins, because I'm in a couple of algorithmic stablecoin dApps, and there's one coming up that's going to be launched by MMF via Launchpad that we're going to be talking about as well. But before we get into any of that, you see this post here. MMF is now on crypto.com. Now, it's not currently in the actual app. It's on the exchange. So you can trade it on the exchange, but I'm guessing it's coming to the app sometime shortly. But obviously, this is huge news for MMF. Congratulations to them. I'm happy about it because I'm in it. I'm happy. I'm going to assume that any of you out there that's in it are also happy about this as well. So congratulations to MMF. This is one of the first community-driven protocols to make it from the DeFi side to crypto.com. I think it is the first one. The other ones are been sponsored by the Particle B, being Tectonic and VVS Finance, but this one is community driven, community built up, and I'm just excited to see projects such as this come to the crypto.com exchange and soon to be the app. All right, so we're starting here with Savannah Finance, and this was what, the 8th or the 7th Launchpad event for MMF. And what this is the first algorithmic stablecoin on the Cronos chain that's pegged to the price of one MMF token. Okay, so I said I was going to be breaking down this stuff, in one of my videos. I'm not going to go too much in depth in this video because it's already going to be as long as it is. But basically, there's a 3-token system. You have the token that's actually pegged to the asset that they're talking about. So that's the MMF token here. The Savanna token that's pegged to the MMF token. And as you see right here, it's 1.29 MMFs that equals one Savanna token. Okay, so I'll explain that a little bit later. Then you have the M-Share token. This is more or less like a governance token. So this is the only way that you can actually earn Savanna, is that you have to purchase M-Share. And not necessarily purchase it, but that's what I did. I purchased M-Share, and then when I stake it, I earn Savanna. Okay, and as you see up here, when you stake your earn M-Share in the Oasis to earn more Savanna, they're just talking about a little strategy up here. But that's what I do. I'm in the Oasis right now. I have some M-Share staked. I have some price appreciation on my M-Share, but I am still making Savanna tokens. So it's a beautiful thing. Then you have the M-Bond token. So to explain this whole ecosystem very, very quickly, when things are up, when this Savanna token is overpegged, so it's overpegged right now by 0.2953. Okay, so now that it's overpegged, this is the expansion mode. So the expansion mode is pretty much to try to bring the Savanna token back to peg. So they're issuing Savanna tokens via staking of M-Share. Once that stops, once the expansion mode has reached expansion and you start seeing the Savanna token get closer and closer to the price of one MMF, once it goes under peg, then the expansion completely stops. Staked M-Share, you won't earn anything. Then the M-Bond is issued to Savanna holders. Then you trade in your Savanna tokens for M-Bond, and those Savanna tokens that you trade in are burned. So this is the contraction period when the Savanna tokens are burned. And then what happens is it makes the Savanna token rise in value so it can get back to peg. That's just a very, very quick thing of, how this whole ecosystem works. So right now we're in expansion. Okay, so we don't even got to worry about the M-Bond token. We can't use it. It's just there to show us what the price is right at this second. But the M-Share and the Savanna token are in full effect. So again, I am staked in the Oasis. By doing so, I am earning Savanna tokens. Okay, and the Savanna bag that I have in the Oasis, just keep that in mind. I have a bag in Savanna, and it's going to be very important towards the last project that we're talking about. All right, next we're going to talk about V3S Finance. Okay, so what is this? This is the first algorithmic token on Cronos pegged to the price of one VVS via the Signerage. Okay, Now, it's built by a team of VVS diamond holders, okay? So this is a little bit different from Savannah. Savannah is directly out of MMF. This isn't directly out of VVS, okay? VVS, they do have their own Launchpad, but this is not one of the Launchpad dApps, okay? This is built by what they said, a team of VVS diamond holders. So I would say this will be more on the riskier side in comparison to Savannah. I mean, this is all risky, you know, the crypto DeFi, this is all risky. But as far as what we're talking about today, this is probably going to be the more riskier asset, okay? Now, like I said, I am in this risky asset, okay? I didn't really ape into this. I was actually watching this, you know, token. I've seen, there's only one other YouTuber that talked about this token. I can't remember his name, but shout out to you. Something, I forgot his name, but you know, you see I only have $100 in here and I'm up slightly. You know, I was at 100, you know, flat, so I'm up, you know, a few cents. Now this one is a little bit more interesting, okay? So this is in expansion mode, okay? So they're overpegged for their V3S token, but they also have two other tokens that are also on this peg structure, okay? And that's V3 Tonic, which is pegged to the price of 1 tonic. Then you have V3 Crow, which is pegged to the price of 1 Crow, okay? So V3S pegged to the price of 1 VVS token, V3 Tonic, 1 tonic token, V3 Crow, 1 Crow token, okay? When you stake the V share, okay, so they have the same things. They have the bond, they have the share, and they have the actual algorithmic stable or algorithmic coins, okay? Don't want to call it stable coins, but when you stake the V share here, so that's what I have, okay? And this is in the Atlantic, okay? So you're going to notice, you know, with me, when I talk about these algorithmic coins, I'm always getting the share of whatever it is, okay? The government's token, okay? Because that is the fastest way to actually collect, or I would say the more safe way to collect the peg tokens, okay? And, you know, it is, you know, it is, in my opinion, it is the road to riches, okay? When you find a protocol where the V share or the whole protocol works, then the share token goes to the moon, okay? So right now, you know, I have 26 of these V share tokens. Their epochs run for 8 hours or so or something like that. But the epoch for staking V share is 72 hours. Okay. So let's just zoom in on this bottom portion here so we can actually get how this ecosystem right here works. Okay. Staked V share can only be withdrawn after 72 hours since deposit. Okay. So you see I'm under 24 hours here until I'm able to actually withdraw this V share. Okay. When you claim rewards, so this is rewards right here, okay? You can click claim. The lock timer for withdrawal will be reset to 72 hours, okay? So if I click this claim right now, this was going to be reset to a full 72 hours, okay? Now, there's no claim reward lock. However, you cannot claim rewards during contraction or upcoming contraction phases, okay? So again, contraction is when the bond token is released. So they're saying during that phase, you know, all rewards are cut off, okay? And that's just how it works with all these protocols when they have these algorithmic coins. And then this last point here, when you exit or withdraw your position, so when I exit the stake position, all pending rewards will be burned. So this is kind of interesting. This is a little bit of game theory, okay? You see that if I take this out, then these over here get burned, okay? When I claim this though, this gets locked up for another 72 hours. So you see how that works right there, you know, and I think that's the reason why these tokens are staying above peg, because of this mechanic that they have going on. So how I'm playing this, and again, I'm not a financial advisor, you know, this is just a simple YouTube guy talking about this DeFi stuff. But how I'm going to play this is, you know, once this 72 hours, you know, runs up, I'm going to take a look at my V share stake and see, you know, is it more or is it less than what I put in? Okay. So right now it's more than what I put in, but only by 78 cents. And over here, you know, this is more than 78 cents over here. So in that instance, you know, I may be more inclined to claim. depending on what's happening with the token, if I see news, they have a Telegram group, I'm playing it by ear right now, because I may, even with only making 78 cents, I may take this out, if something is happening or whatnot. Now, it is stated at a later time and point in the Telegram group that this 3 token system here that you can claim as rewards are going to be built up to 20 tokens. Okay, so that's going to be interesting to see what other tokens that, they will reward you with, how they're going to do that or whatnot. But so far, it hasn't, rugged me. I haven't been, hurt or seen anything crazy happen. So, I'm watching this as, like I said, my more risky play. So we're playing this ear by ear pretty much. Okay, so and the last thing we're going to be talking about is this 10th Launchpad event, Pegasus Dollar. So, they have a day and 12 hours before this is actually launched. Okay, so what this is a Pegasus Dollar protocol, which was created by the Pegasus team as a Cronos Chain algorithmic token pegged to the MMF token. So it involves an innovative solution that can adjust the stablecoin supply deterministically to move the price of the stablecoin in the direction of a target price to bring programmability and interoperability to DeFi. That's a mouthful. I'm not sure what all these big words at the, I know what the words mean, but I'm not sure why they're putting it together like this. In my opinion, because I kind of looked at this is just like Savannah. This is similar to the V3 but they have their own little deal happening. So, this is pegged to, or algorithmic coin is going to be pegged to the price of one ETF, MMF. Okay. And we're going to actually show the DApp. It's not like released yet, but you can actually look at it. But to try, look at this launchpad here, how to take part. Usually in the launchpad events, it's been MMF or it's been the MMF token that you have to use. Now you're actually using the Savannah token. Okay, so the Savannah token is what's going to be used for this launchpad event. So you've seen that, I'm in the old Aces right now with my M share, and I'm collecting. I have a Savannah bag. Okay, so I have pretty much free coins to use to take part of this event, essentially. So, I'm happy about that. The price of my M share is actually appreciated. So I'm already up on there. Plus I have the Savannah bag. So this is just free play money, pretty much. So I'm going to be taking a part of this event. I'm going to be showing you guys, not step by step what happens, just because I don't want to be using up bandwidth and, price pumps or the price dumps. And, I'm trying to mess around or whatnot. But I'm going to be, showing you guys, pretty much on a daily basis what's going on. Did I win? Did I lose that bag? Did I 3x, 4x, 5x, 40% up or whatever? But to continue on, when this, launches, you can commit your Savannah tokens, then you can claim your rewards, and then, you can start trading. So this is just a Medium article talking about it. 10th Launchpad, Pegasus Dollar, the first algorithmic token pegged to MMF. And without getting too in depth with this, how does the algorithmic peg works? When the actual Pegasus Dollar is above peg, it is actively pegs down by inflating for the share of this Pegasus Dollar's boardroom stakers. So you take the share of the Pegasus Dollar or whatnot, you stake it, and then you receive the Pegasus algorithmic coin as a reward token. When the Pegasus coin is below peg, inflation stops completely and therefore will peg back to 1 by various use cases that can be found below, and they go through all that as well. This is the actual DApp here. Looks pretty cool. It looks like they put some actual work into this DApp, so I like this. But let's just go over it. So these are the 3 tokens here. Okay, you have the Pegasus Dollar, and we click more than that. Every Pegasus Dollar aims to peg to 1 MMF and is intended to be used as a medium of exchange. Then you have the Pegasus Share, which is shares are a medium of governing the protocol and receiving signerage. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Rewards through the boardroom. So that's why I'm going to be playing that in the boardroom. Pegasus shares are an implementation of the signerage shares. You can read that. Okay. Then you have the bond here, and pretty much in contraction phases, the bond is released to try to get the Pegasus Dollar to come back up to peg. So let's go ahead and launch this app just so we can kind of see what's inside of it. See at the top, they got a home, banks, the boardroom, the bonds, regulations. They have an airdrop that's going on that, I haven't really looked into. I haven't taken a part of it. You got to follow some things and pin some things up. So if you're interested in that, you can come and check out what this is all about. But that is the video for you guys. So what do you guys think? Are you involved in any algorithmic peg coins or whatnot? Similar to the Tomb forks. They are risky. I will say so. They do have the opportunity to enrich someone. And I have found out, through the Savannah Oasis, I really like it. I've made a decent amount of money, playing around with it, understanding these things. And, I'm going to still play around with that. I'm interested if Pegasus Dollar is going to be, successful. So we're going to be sticking around and seeing, how I do with that. But whatever your thoughts, leave them in the comments down below. Thank you guys again, and I'll catch you in the next one.